Hey there, YouTube. I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Before we get started, I will apologize in advance. There might be some inadvertent noise while I'm doing this video because my roommate's not working today. He normally works on a Monday. He got Monday afternoon off. And the cat will probably cry outside the door every once in a while because he does not like to be shut out of the room. But today I thought I would share my current raw vegan staples around the house. I've done these videos before and there's a lot of crossover, but they can change from time to time. And there's some certain things that I want to have around all the house. I was thinking about this morning. I'm just getting over some dental work. Dental work, there's certain stuff that can heal so slow. So the last week is just the first time in about 5 weeks I've gotten back to where I can chew fully, I can enjoy my salads again. And I want to catch up on a little the nutrition that I missed over the course of those 5 weeks. And I want to double down because I work out more these days. I don't do anything heavy. For all the people out there that are always talking about getting swole, regardless of what you eat, you got to put in some serious work in the gym to really get buff, really get big. I'm 58 years old. I'm just trying to, stay healthy, good for the bone health. But I have noticed getting a little bit stronger doing my TRX. I've got not a full set, but I've got enough dumbbells here to where I can get a pretty good workout with them. And between that and a few calisthenics, that's it. But I also want to focus. I'm also one of those raw vegans that is not all about just eating 3 types of fruit. And I'm also too, I kind of fall in the middle ground on everything. That's why I don't have allies in this game, and that's why I walk alone. Because there's a lot of people out there that will tell you, well, there's protein in everything, man. And they're like, I'm getting my protein from the fruit. And then there's the other side that's like, there's no protein in this way of eating. And even for some vegans that do it, they'll do a bunch of protein powders and this and that. And that's not knocking that because there's a lot of bodybuilders out there and they have different purposes. But for me, I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm not totally discounting protein and just, you'll eat fruit and lettuce and get enough protein. And I'm also not one of those that's going to go fanatic on it and be counting grams and this and that all the time. But having said that, I do like to try to get protein in any time possible. I'm about to go work out in a little while, and I just had a good dose of protein this morning. So the staples I keep around the house. And I'll tell you some of the things as I go through them. Lettuce. Salads and green smoothies I find are a great way for me to deliver a lot of this nutrition, because you can put a lot of different things on a salad. You can throw a lot of different things into a smoothie. I got some coconut wraps this past week, so I would like to incorporate that too, so you just don't get bored and it's not smoothie salads. Hopefully I'll have a couple of recipes here soon, but between that, mixing in, but getting things like that. But there's certain things I like to keep around the house for that reason. Like I say, the lettuce. Always trying to get in more greens. The lettuce is good. My preferred lettuce is red leaf lettuce. Kale is the next one. And listen, anytime I mention anything, kale or spinach, or any of the cruciferous vegetables, people's heads pop up there. Like a lot of people do that scene from The Exorcist, their head starts spinning. Oh, it's terrible for you. It's going to do this. It's going to do that. Well, I'm going to tell you something. I've eaten a buttload of kale over the past 10 years. So is it cumulative? Is it going to be year 12, year 15, where I'm just like, I fall apart because I've had too much kale? So, I decided to look it up. And one of the things that people have concerns about when it comes to the cruciferous vegetables is their thyroid function. So I wanted to look that up a little bit. And one thing that I found is that for most healthy people, and that's another thing too, I definitely don't have a thyroid problem. I don't think so, because I'm not sluggish. I have plenty of energy. I'm not gaining weight that I don't want to gain. But it basically said that it's mostly excessive intake per day for several months can significantly impair thyroid function in otherwise healthy adults. And what they were talking about as excessive. They were talking about like getting 2.2 pounds of kale per day, or the equivalent of that. Now, who's going to eat 2.2 pounds of kale a day? I mean, if I can get 10 ounces of kale in a day in one of my smoothies, but it's probably more like 8 ounces or something like that. So you're probably not going to have, but like I say, and if you have health issues, I've heard people talk about the oxalates and having kidney stones. I've never had anything close to that. So your mileage may vary. Do your own research and decide for you, but I will be using kale for those green smoothies. That's my preferred green in the green smoothies. Lentil sprouts. Now, if you've been watching my show, I've been talking a lot about lentil sprouts over the past couple of years. And I pretty much keep lentil sprouts going all the time now. And I'm trying to get in a mindset of staggering them and keeping even a little bit more going, because I want to, not just because I missed some time, having my salads and was only, putting them in green smoothies, but they're just so good for you, and the nutrition in them is so good that I like to have, if I can, I like to try to fit in 2 servings a day, 2 cups of sprouted lentils a day, one on my salad and one in my green smoothie. It doesn't really change the taste a lot, but my green smoothies, I just really like them, so I may not be the best judge, but I try to get, I'm going to try to, from now and the end of the year, try to get 2 cups a day in. And in a cup of lentil sprouts is 7 grams of protein. So you're getting, if you're getting a couple of cups of lentil sprouts there, nice little bump in the protein. And then that leads into the next staple I keep around the house, which are hemp seeds. Hemp seeds. I use hemp seeds in a lot of my salad dressings, and I use hemp seeds in my green smoothies as well. And there's extra protein in those hemp seeds as well. So I love my hemp seeds, and it just gives such a creaminess to those salad dressings, and it gives an extra element to my green smoothies. Like, I don't know what I would do if I found out tomorrow that hemp seeds were bad for you, because I just like them so much. And then bananas, of course. Bananas are the delivery system for the green smoothies. I know people make green smoothies with other things, but I like the bananas. I like the bulk in my green smoothies, and I drink a nice fat, thick green smoothie. Also, too, it's kind of like it kind of gives me bulk calories. As I get my green smoothies in during the day, I get my nice creams. I know I'm keeping my calorie intake up. And mangoes. The mangoes, ever since I moved to this location about a year ago, the mangoes at our Publix of all places have been good most of the year. Now, I'm hoping I'll go through that phase again. I went through one phase at our local Publix where the mangoes I was getting were actually some of the best I've had. So keep those mangoes around the house. Now, those are my basic staples. I have more and more. I don't buy them on the reg, but I keep pineapples around here. I keep my eye out on the papayas. I try to have at least a papaya a week, or a couple of papayas a week. And one thing too, where I've kind of adjusted, and I was thinking about that this morning as I was thinking about like going forward the next, what do we have left in the month? 5 months, 6 months, 5.5 months, something like that. And I can be a little bit more thoughtful and really focus in on nutrition, because my metabolism, it hasn't slowed down bad, but it's slowed down in a good way for me. It's slowed down to the point that I don't have to just be a maniac eating all day, every day, because for a number of years it was like that. I could just eat all day. I mean, I'd have these massive smoothies with 10 bananas in there. I would have an ice cream with 8 or 9 bananas. I'd have a big salad, and still sometimes, if I missed one day not getting all the calories in, my weight would drop. But it seems to have slowed down a little bit now, so I don't have to always be eating, and I can think about my food a little bit more. And hey, like I say, this is just me. I don't have any, like I said, I don't really have other people that do the thing like I do. So I'll get criticized from the hardcore raw people. I get criticized from the not raw vegan people. I get criticized from the carnivore people. So I'm just doing me. Not trying to sell you on eating any certain way. You figure it out for yourselves, but be sure you take responsibility for your health. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up and have a beautiful week. Peace.